It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we've got the Giants, reigning league MVP. He's been sensational as he leads.
The snow continuing to pile up at game time. And off we go from Cleveland. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Herbert now. To the sideline and incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. The Browns send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much. I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish #1, including himself.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Giants at 14-1 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put down the line, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Now back to throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play.
Herbert has it knocked free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss get us off your back. You can move forward from there.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 66 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started. They need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. It's complete to Turner. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And his kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. $3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Williamson, he'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd down, it's Williamson. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 48.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game is starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On second down now. It's Williamson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And they will take over first and 10. And now out come the Giants. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. First down, New York. Up the middle they go. Moreland. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So many offenses want to improve the running backs into the passing offense and be able to swing the ball or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. He connected on his first, this from 41. And this one is right through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
On second down, it's Williamson. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And possession switching back to the New York Giants. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
After review of the play,
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Giants add 6 to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to the air, Herbert on second down. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. With a power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Fighting to stay upright. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And taken right at the 35. gets past one man. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Touchdown, Giants! A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Giants will extend their lead here just before halftime. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway.
Here's the Giants offense now, getting set to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes left side.
Inside the 20.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
The point after is good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight. Yeah, I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct? But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Browns send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator. When we clip out the box score, nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
The partner is still in the 3rd quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the 4th quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Moreland. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Giants are pouring it on.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This take it in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They run the option on 2nd down.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Going for a right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And the punt team is out there. It's not 4th down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And not what he... As this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Another opportunity now for the Browns offense. But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? Team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down.
Looking Strong's way again, and he's got it.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's Williamson. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
He finds his man, complete. It's Williamson. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Herbert back to the air.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Gets it to Strong. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll try to run this one in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run for it. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Able to fight through 1 tackle.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule, trying to get 4 downs on 1st down, they did that plus 3.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have the Giants 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
This offense number 1 in the NFL in picking up 1st downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up 1st downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert.